All for you, I'm down and diligent. Just know I'm down and diligent. I'm down and diligent. Ay, mama always working late. Daddy didn't work today. I got all these bills to pay, and I'm not even thinking straight. Probably twisting up a wood, trying to see what's up today. I've been engineering on my music, feeling all type of way. Drowning in my thoughts, I might get lost up in this tidal wave. Maybe I'm just tired of Seattle, I need brighter day. I get way too high, I lose my mind, I'm thinking all type of shit. Look you in your eyes, I see a star, son, your future lit. Smiling at your mama, all in love, that's my type of chick.
Yo, what's the deal, man? What's happening? Y'all know what's up. Y'all tapped into another episode of the D.A.D podcast, known as the Down and Diligent podcast. You feel me?
Yes, sir, man. Do yourself a favor, like, subscribe, comment, follow us on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I think that's it. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, too. Hit that notification bell.
Most definitely, man. A lot of good things been going on. I want to start this episode. I want to shout out my big bro, man. Say So. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday,
Happy
man.
birthday, Say
Did
So.
it up, big did it up for him on his birthday, man. 40.
Oh, man.
You know, it's an accomplishment, bro. Especially where we come from, dog. So it's a good deal. Good deal,
Yes,
bro.
Sir, man.
What's up with y'all, though, man? We got a special guest in here. Not a stranger to the podcast, you feel me? She come, she pop her shit. You know what I'm saying? And she put things into the right perspective.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Tell y'all what y'all need to fucking hear.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, sir.
We got Eli up in here, man. Shout out to Eli.
Welcome back, Eli.
Hey,
Appreciate
y'all.
you pulling up on us.
Appreciate y'all
Appreciate
having me back after I last time I was supposed to come. I fucked it.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. We see
But
you
I
had
got
some stuff
y'all,
going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
Oh, no, we got you after the
I
podcast.
We politicking.
DP. But I got y'all though. I apologize and I appreciate y'all having me. I heard the people was asking for me, so
yeah, man. For sure, man.
throw it at me, shit.
Yeah, for sure, man. They be asking about you because, you know, you always get that insight, but you give that shit that people, they think, but they don't say it. You know what I'm saying? They want to say it, but they don't
Well, they
necessarily
be
say it.
uncomfortable
Yeah.
because it's like they know a lot of people ain't gonna agree with it.
Right.
So you think about so many people up against you, like people just be like, nah, I'm cool. Like, or people just don't want to go there. But, you know, I'm up and ready for it.
Yeah.
I strongly feel however I feel, and I'm going to stand on it. I don't care if the whole room is on the opposite side of me. It is what it is.
Right.
Like, I mean, they ain't like Jesus.
Yeah.
Last time you was here, you was talking about, we talked about like your transition from one lane in your life to another, right? And I want to know like where you at with that? Where you at with your transition? Because I know it's not easy, right? I know that transition ain't hard, bro. I mean, it's super hard, bro, because I've been in it
Well,
several transitions in life.
one thing you got to realize whenever you doing something positive, it's going to be a negative. Like, that's the balance of life with anything. Like, every negative has to have a positive, like, to balance things out. So, one thing about starting to trying to, like, make a transition more toward, like, positivity when you were, like, riding with the bullshit for a long time, the devil gonna attack, you feel me? And he come in all forms, shapes, and sizes, and even the closest people to you. You know what I'm saying? However he can get to you to get a reaction out of you to set you back. You know what I'm saying? Like, because with faith, you know that God will take care of everything. May not be right in front of you, but he gonna take care of everything. Like, so even in due time, and sometimes you ain't even gotta witness it. That's the main thing about faith. Like, you know he gonna take care of it, so you ain't gotta witness it. Some people need to witness the retaliation. Some people need to see you hurt for whatever they hurting for, whatever you did to them. And with transitioning, you gotta accept all these attacks and just know that God gonna take care of it and keep going. Follow your faith, you know, and keep going forward. Like, but it's just like I just brought up Jesus. Like, they threw rocks at him, they did everything, and he kept walking with that cross. You feel me? Like, no matter what was thrown at him, and it's like all these motherfuckers be attacking you and shit, and it be like you be wanting to feed in sometime because sometimes you not strong every day. Can't everybody don't wake up strong or in the mood.
Sometimes
you know
it's
what
like
I'm
you got
saying?
time.
So sometimes you be like, it'd be the littlest thing you react to or whatnot. But that's one of the main things that I'm trying to teach my kids in life right now is before they get older, control your feelings. Your emotions will get you somewhere. A 5-minute attitude can get you in a place you don't want to be for a long time just out of reacting off of your emotions. Sometimes you got to laugh shit off and just really have faith and know that it's a test and you got to keep going. And sometimes when people see you, you feel me, keep going, they think you weak or you scared or you going to get all of that, but you ain't when you ain't got a point to prove, you ain't got to worry about answering to none of that type of shit. You just keep on going. So, yes, within this year of the last time I came on here, a whole lot has changed and I've been tested a whole lot. And unfortunately, I do want to walk away from a lot of things, but a lot of times when your back is up against the wall, like, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you just fight your way out. Like,
I seen your
instinct,
your
Take a day at a time.
profile picture, right? I don't want to talk about that situation, bro, but I seen it. Somebody got like a knot on there.
I follow you, and I'm like, I asked in the chat, like, who the fuck is that?
Right, man. So I mean, that comes with it though. That comes with the transition. You gonna be tested. We ain't perfect.
I'm gonna say this: that person, I didn't even know we had really had issues with one another or whatnot, but you don't ever know what people going through in their life or whatever. I don't know what part where she at in her life or whatever because she a few years older than me.
Understood.
But at the same time, it was like we ran into each other. It wasn't nothing said to one another. Then the next day, like from what I read, she was posting like the shit that happened with me at the last situation we talked about.
Yeah.
So she was posting that or whatever, but we had words back and forth on social media. So she kept like, when she see me, she gonna do this. And I left it at that, like to the point where I had to block her because it kept going on and on. And, I didn't want to like feed into it because I will. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Might antagonize you. You want to fuck with.
So I blocked and then it was like to the point where, one day she thought she was catching me slipping or whatever, like, and it is what it is, but for the most part, that ain't set me back. The next day was Mother's Day. I went and enjoyed my kids and did what I do on a regular. You know what I'm saying? No motion was interfered with. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes God just put things in front of you. Everything happens.
A little roadblock, get over it one time. Yeah.
Little speed bump.
So, right, you have, how many kids you have?
4.
You have 4 beautiful children, right? So, just like that, that right there, that specific situation, and you said the next day was Mother's Day, you back with the kids doing your thing. I always tell me and Dez had many conversations how Compton niggas, females too, is versatile.
Yeah.
Y'all know how to do this, do that.
Y'all motherfuckers is sneaky. Not sneaky in a bad way. You feel me? A Compton nigga at a 9 to 5, boom, but you'll never know they got the 9 to 5. Then they back on the block. Like, you know what I'm saying? They doing everything you...
I know some Compton niggas that had the 9 to 5 and use the company van for
you hear me? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know that. Me too. And every nigga I met like that was from Compton. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
look,
every time.
I want to know, like, what's your message? Not even exactly to your children, right? Because a lot of people, it's a different love for the children. It's your children, right? As opposed to just seeing other kids out here, right? But you still show that love. But what's your message as the young girls that see you in the hood, you feel me? What's your message to pass down to them? Like, this really ain't the way. What you seeing is not really what you see.
You gotta realize that people wake up at different times in life. Like, everybody rock bottom different. You know what I'm saying? And it took me to be a parent to understand a whole lot of things in life. It's a lot of people that's not parents yet. It's a lot of things that was said to me when I didn't have kids that said to me when I'm a parent
and
that
now
it
it's
processed.
Yeah.
And it didn't process then. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can, you know what I'm saying, preach to them or whatever, but unless they really seeking you and seeking help, it's a waste of time, for real. If you seek them, You know what I'm saying? You could preach all day or whatnot, and then your heart gonna be broken because the more you preach, the more your emotions get involved because the more you want to save them. And then if anything happened to them, you feel like you failed because you was so, you know what I'm saying? You can't be too in tune. Like if they seek the help, then give it. But if not, then when you see them doing wrong, you could try to like give them little advice or whatever, but leave it at that. Like you can't chase them. Then that
No,
goes for
that's for sure.
anybody, no matter what age they is. Like everybody got different wake up calls. Everybody got different people that's crutches. What made me wake up ain't gonna make you wake up. You might got your mom and daddy that's there no matter what. So you gonna be young and out young and dumb for a long time
yeah.
until they allow you to be a grown up. And some parents won't allow their kids to be a grown up. Some parents do. Some get cut off and them the ones that get it faster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like it's different circumstances, different stories, different situations. So you could put that out there, but if they don't really want it, then they ain't gonna really. Like I said, it took me to be a parent.
Like, yeah, I experienced that too with my the kids when I used to work with the youth and stuff, going checking on them at school and all that. These like they say at risk youth, right? So I like maybe like a year or two ago, I was like just trying to see how they doing, you know what I mean? So I kind of looked them up like in different little systems and stuff like that. Some of them in jail, some of them like in prison. Like I mean, I'm like, man, that's like shit. Maybe the things I was teaching them wasn't getting through to them. But I'm like you said, they had to learn. That might have been their path. You know, that mean that they probably woke up in there. You know what I mean? Woke up in prison or something like that, or in the street. So you know what I mean? I understand what you're saying.
Because most people need to, you know what they say? I need to learn by experience.
Yeah.
Then they go, oh, man, Mr. Joey was right. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Some people just ain't ready.
Hard head make us soft ass.
Yeah.
About them talks, but it's too late.
Right.
But
Right there.
not for everybody. It's not gonna be too late. And the crazy thing about life is, no matter what path you on, you're a sacrifice. Like, and you gonna either be a lesson for somebody else's life, or you know what I'm saying, you gonna help be a downfall.
Right.
Like it's either or whatever. Like, so we all put on different paths or whatever. Even the ones that falling, it's not really over for them. If they believe it is, it possibly is. But faith is a motherfucker. You feel me? Like, and change is too.
Right.
So somewhere down the line, things can change within that faith and prayer or whatever, speaking things into existence. I'm a real believer of that or whatnot. And you can see yourself back out here one day. You never know how God works or what the plan was, or you don't ever know what you was a lesson at the time, and now God want to bless you because your faith. You don't know how life work out or whatever, but at the end of the day, that emotions though will get you somewhere, and that's why a lot of people got themselves in trouble when we was coming up because they felt like they had to prove themselves to people like, oh, you don't believe me, like. You know what I'm saying? You ready to crash out to prove a point, like when you know this ain't right, when you know what come with this.
For people that's gonna forget you as soon as you in there.
I don't want to assume, but are you a single mom, or do they have their father in their life? How is that? What's that like? Being a single mom in today's age,
raising a teen. Well, how old is Lodino? Like 12, 13? How old is
your
like,
boys and
13.
girls?
13?
My boy is 8. Boy 8 and a boy 13. Girl 12 and a girl 7.
Right.
But well, y'all know shit. The economy, everything done went up.
Hell yeah.
So that's enough said. But at the end of the day, like I always said, with a negative, there's a positive. So no matter how much I always worked, I always hustle the same. So I always like kept up with my own self. You know what I'm saying? And even the times that I'm even sick or don't feel too good, I literally got to be laid up in the hospital to slow down on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's intense. You know what I'm saying? Like, got to keep going. Like, because Even when you think you saving up, y'all know, like, here come a motherfucking
man,
car problem.
Oh my God.
What?
You want to talk about that?
If it ain't a car problem,
it's a bill or
it's back
something.
to school.
Yeah,
It's
back to
motherfucking. It's always
every time
birthday
you turn
party
around,
come
a
up.
double whammy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Straight double whammy or whatnot.
Then just when you think you got some little extra or something, life going good.
I need this, I need that.
Right.
You know, some shit you can't turn down.
Chips and dip. Like, so it's really like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a constant, like, on the go because you never safe. You never safe.
Yeah.
So that's just how I play it. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy it because, like, it teach me as I go along with them. It's also a challenge as they get older because you want to put yourself in their shoes trying to figure out what's going on in their world. And then you look around and then social media is such a big influence and you know all this shit fake, but these kids don't know all this shit fake. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, they seeing all the likes, they seeing all the glitz and glamour. Like, they don't know that these people setting up cameras. This ain't no motherfucking prank.
So,
do you believe these people wake up every day and believe they ain't being pranked?
Damn.
Wake up.
Yeah,
Come on. These is
crazy.
dumbass pranks. This is stage shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how life is set up.
It got so bad on YouTube, you have to put that it's a prank now. Because for cats who might be take it as outrage.
Yeah, like it's like
you gotta put
because some parents like take it personal. You gotta realize like, look how many of them kids like running up to people playing, and you like these motherfuckers gonna lose their life over these bullshit pranks. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's a prank, but then these kids, it's reality to them because this is the biggest influence right now. Unfortunately, no matter how much you preach, no matter how much you like, you know, they gonna find their way because that's what they friends doing, or that's what, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna come across regardless is what I'm saying. But at the same time, it's like, it's fucked up being a single parent because like, you kind of like want to be a big influence on them. And it's like, you already lacking a parent. And it's like, y'all not don't lie, like this rainbow shit, I'ma just say it like that, is out of control. Like, it's like, and you see it's everywhere. And it's like, it's making like it's normal. And it's not normal. Yeah. Like, not only throwing it in their face, like they it's an agenda. Like, they targeting them. Like, they really
they making sure it's the black person
and
that's that.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, when it comes to population, it's all type of ways of control. And right now, I feel like that's the main go-to right now. You know, feminine in the man. You know what I'm saying? So they making that such a front line on everything. It's not cool. It's not okay.
Did you accept that? If that was from your child? I don't want to. We're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say that.
God forbid.
But I'm just saying,
my kids watch this type of stuff. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. Okay, so like a couple years ago, my kids was going to school up in Victorville, and they were saying in the extracurriculum activity they're gonna start teaching same sex to the kids. This is in elementary. So in extracurriculum activity, you want to teach same sex? Why? You know what I'm saying? And when you look at the agenda that they have lined up, it's literally saying, go try it, just experiment. It's okay. If you don't like it, ain't no ain't no
penetration
to a boy. And then, okay, I don't like it. I don't want to.
Why are you even encouraging them?
Violated like that.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, of course, I'm not with it, but I'm saying like after them stages have taken place, motherfucker is fucked up here.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? As wanting to be a man now. You
Right,
can't
right.
tell me no different.
Especially in elementary.
Why they encouraging that? You know what I'm saying? They don't encourage you to play basketball.
I don't know why they
football,
encouraging it. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I don't know why they encouraging it, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's like they taking a lot of like, that's why in the communities, a lot of our kind is gang banging and shit like that, because that's the extracurriculum activity. It ain't no sports. It ain't no nothing. And then all my kids is in and out of sports. Look how high sports is.
I was about to say that's
like
expensive.
really for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Two
expensive.
parent
How much
household.
is sports, bro? How much is sports right now?
Well, it's like last year I played like 600.
Y'all
For one son.
the Snoop Dogg league?
So, No, this is for another.
Okay.
Well, my daughter cheered in Snoop League.
Yes, and the cheer is expensive.
Crazy. More expensive than football.
Yeah, they want 800 off the rap.
Off the rip.
Off the rip, 800,
and then you got
they want
fees
the
throughout
other
the league.
250
You got fees
by next month.
Yep.
And then
you got to do fundraisers throughout the season.
No, ain't no throughout. It's like a fundraiser is like every month.
Man,
it ain't no
month.
throughout the season. It's every month.
Yeah.
So,
and then you got to think about. I'm just saying, put yourself. When you working a 12-hour shift already, and then the kids got sports, you got to think about it. You damn near don't got time to cook. You got to buy food every day because sports is letting out at a certain time or whatever. You the only parent. You got to be there and be supportive or whatnot. And then now sports is damn near enforcing you to be there. Like you have to be there and help on every level now. Like it used to be certain teen moms and all. It's teen moms and all the parents still playing a role. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look,
like
not to cut you off real quick. So the Down and Diligent podcast, you hear it first. Look, man. We need that other half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eli do a lot.
We need to start. We need to do a fundraiser like that to like help little kids
Eli
who want to play football.
Right.
Oh, that's so dope. We need to do something like that.
To step in, bro. Relieve some of this off of Eli, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
I got it, but it's a lot of parents that can't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to say is I'm gonna make it happen regardless. It's a lot of people.
That look like a task.
It's a lot of parents that can't make it happen, but they do it because you got to realize the fear of them not wanting their kids to have that extra time to just be on the trips to hang out. You don't know the fear of a single mother, my dude, that could barely make all ends meet with rent and bills, and the sports is draining you, but he ain't got no dad. He don't got no, this is the only aggression he gonna get. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of mothers out there that you don't know. It's other tactics to why.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the streets is like this. The streets
is like, come on, right outside.
I'm wide open, baby.
I'm always here.
Right.
I'm always
and it's
here.
free.
It's free, yeah.
And it's free.
Might cost your life, but it's free.
Nah, real shit. It's gonna cost you some other shit, but it's free at
you
the
go
time.
lock in, like, you feel me?
Right.
So it's like, it's a lot of mothers. If you see, like, you know what I'm saying? Just, even when it comes to the teams and shit, like, I don't understand why this shit is so high all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? When most of it's donated. I ain't stupid, but I'm going to just say that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
So it's like, I don't understand why it's that high, but, you know, it's a lot of money.
Well, I will say niggas is traveling and stuff, too, though.
Some teams is traveling. The main ones that's traveling is the ones that ain't costing that much, though. But
because they picking.
But you gotta understand that it's just parents that can't travel. They work real. You can't take off. You can't do. You know, because I'll have them on a traveling, and I'm like, damn, that shit break my heart. Hell no, they can't go. They can't go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think about when times you on that field and you see your kid thirsty and you give other kids something to drink. That run through your head like, what if my baby thirsty? And you know what I'm saying? I ain't there to give him something to drink. It's just, you a parent. Like, everything work. You want to be there.
And even like back in the day, cats is way more selfish.
Yeah, you know, I done seen the teen parents be like, we got him, and your baby over here dying of thirst. A mother on the side giving him something to drink. You know what I'm saying? Now, unfortunately, like, you know what I'm saying? It happens like that. But that, as a parent, you overthink things or whatever, and we want to be there. You think about them when they make a touchdown or they tackle somebody, the other kids' family out there cheering. You want them to be out there cheering. Right. So it's just like, that's what made me stop doing sports. Wasn't nobody, I used to do basketball and run track and was good as hell in both. But wasn't nobody never out there. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
It wasn't exciting no more.
Nobody was stealing your name.
It wasn't no excitement no more. Like, so I lost it. So it's like I think about that and all that. Like, you want to be there. And as a parent, you can't always be there, and that's the gut punch.
And it hurt. It hits you sometimes. It make you feel like, damn, like, you know, like you ain't there for them or something.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. I know what
Hell
you mean.
Yeah, because you're not, and it's like, damn,
you're not, and it ain't even all for the wrong reasons. But you can't see it that way because you're a kid. Like, you don't understand till you get grown. Like, damn.
And that's why I fucked up coming up, because I thought my dad didn't care. I'm like, they don't give a fuck. So I used to do what I do. But now that I'm a parent and you realize how much you gotta work, you be like, damn.
Yeah.
I used to talk shit. I know that shit hurt my people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
damn, all they was
for
trying
you.
to do is make happy because I ain't go without shit, for real. You know what I'm saying? Every Jordan, everything, whatever I wanted. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
how I be feeling shit. I can still call my parents right now. Shit, my dad just gave me some money the other day.
Oh,
But
God bless.
Bless you,
Love
man.
right
yeah, you feel me? Like,
have a parent still.
Appreciate that.
hell
Yeah,
yeah, I do.
sure.
Shit, all the
A
time.
whole
I used to
lot.
be a little resentful back, you know what I mean? But then, like you said, when you realize, like, I'm playing a stupid ass game. You know?
Life don't come with instructions, like, and then when you put that yourself in their age and how old they was and shit, and you be like, damn, they was just trying to let
They was really
They was trying to figure it out,
like,
too.
you know what I'm saying?
Figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
Figuring it
I
out.
feel like I'm still trying to figure this shit out.
Man.
Every day. Every fucking
Every
day.
day, man.
I'm 36, and you can't tell me I ain't 20-something.
Man.
I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm
Every
saying?
Right.
So, yeah, that's how you look at it. You like, fuck, you still be second-guessing mistakes. Like,
Right.
Mhm.
So,
Right.
all right. So, just going back on the single mom thing, right? With you having 2 boys and 2 girls, how is it raising the boys as opposed to the girls with you doing it by yourself?
mm, it's a little different because I feel like I gotta be a little more aggressive with what I say and standing on it too. And then even explaining to them, like, why. I'm trying to explain to them, like, none of this not only was okay, but we didn't see none of this coming up. Like, we wasn't challenged with none of this coming up. So it's a lot of things that's gonna make you feel like, oh, my parent is trying to be a parent. But nobody gonna love you like I love you. That's the best way I could explain it to them, that I'm here to protect you, and whatever you can't see, I see, and I'm supposed to protect you from it, what you can't see also. So never take what I'm telling you or the decision I'm making for you as me trying to be mean or bossy or the parent. I am protecting you. Always believe that that's because I love you more than anybody in this world. That's why you could come to me for everything. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my kids understand that more and more. So a lot of my worries ain't really a worry because literally every step of the way, the things that parents, as we were coming up, thought that I felt like they would tell us, like, okay, live to see my age and you gonna find out. Or they'll say, a hard head make a soft ass, you'll find out. It's like, tell me, because I'm gonna go find out. Cause I think my mind to think is to pass, not to fail.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not thinking about what's gonna happen if I fall on my ass. But tell me, if I fall on my ass, what come with that?
I think because them older, they kind of like negative.
They're very
They
negative.
like, you know what I mean? They
Even
negative.
today, I really have to tell. Sometimes I love my grandma, but I be like, come on, the tongue is powerful.
No,
Don't be so negative. Don't speak that.
That's because they didn't really have choices too. Like, that's how, like, my grandma and stuff is now. Like, they just one way. It's like, if it's another way of things, they don't want to see it.
Nah,
that way,
it's trauma passed down, bro. It ain't none of that. It's trauma passed down in thinking that this way is the only way. And that's why Black people are so, like, individually stuck up they shit. Like, because
you could tell
nobody,
the
that's
neighborhood
why
is
we
really
won't
old.
stick together. We rather do it the hard way than be like, let's do it together, because fuck you. Just to not want to sit down and have a conversation. It's like, nah, I do it myself. Like, I got it. And that's trauma passed
People
down.
are afraid of them
And that's the
uncomfortable
problem.
conversations,
Yeah.
too.
And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that is not okay. And the way they did it is not okay. And that's why I explain everything to my kid, because I'm really trying to protect them. I don't want them to fall on their ass. You know what I'm saying? I want them to see others fall on their ass and they see what I was saying type shit as an example. I don't want them to be the example. You know what I'm saying? Because some trauma you can't take away.
Yeah.
And then now that mind frame is recycled.
Right.
Yeah, you
Nah,
don't. Yeah,
that ain't right.
You never want them to be the example, but you can't you can't hide them from what the world has to offer them too.
No, but like I said, as far as protection, telling them, do you really want to sit in a motherfucking jail cell? Do you see when your daddy call? Do you think it's okay to call once every couple of weeks?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when you start breaking shit down like that, like, do you really want to go up in there and fight? Your dad can't call today because it was a riot.
Right.
You know what happens in a riot?
You want to be a grown man, listen to another
see,
man.
that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
right.
Like that's
your kids.
Yeah.
And going
no,
into
that's
detail.
breaking it. That's the
More than
consequence.
just you don't want to do that. You can't do that.
Right.
That's the consequence.
That's explaining it.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's putting consequences, not go ahead and do it and find out. That ain't no.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, no, that's a
like
fucking riddle.
Like I said, as a parent, but I'm saying that's trauma passed down, and that's how do you want your kid to fall like you fell if you experienced it already?
Because I went through it. I went through it. You can do it. I went through that shit.
Right.
I went through it.
If I go through
if
that,
I went through it, how the fuck do
I?
I want you to go through it when I know how that hurt me? You know what I'm saying? Whether it was financially, mentally, it hurt me to fall on my ass that time. You know what I'm saying? So in any form of way, if I could prevent that, that's my job as a parent, is to protect them in any form and way.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, man, my mom, right? She had I lived with it was just me and my mom, right? So I had she had a boyfriend though, but from a long time ago, but he ended up going to prison. But he'd call the house, right? And my dad was going through whatever he was going through, so I see him when I see him. But when he called the house, he like, here, I want you to talk to me. I'm like 9, 8 years old. I'm on the phone. I ain't never met him. I mean, we probably went out to visit him a couple times, but shout out to Edward too. Edward, he saved me out of a lot of stuff because he used to talk to me about stuff, even though we never really, he not my dad or nothing.
Yeah, he just kicked game. Yeah.
He kicked game to me as a young dude, and I thought about it like, all right, when I go outside, you know what I mean, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna think 3 times before I make a decision, and shit like that. And that kind of saved me out of a lot of different situations. Even though my mom was probably telling me, I feel like that
he really broke it down.
He broke it down. Like, man, I'm in here. I'm in prison. Like, y'all got to send me. When we used to send packages and stuff to people, we used to send him packages and all that. But he like, I'm in here because I didn't do these things. And I'm like, damn. He's like, I can't see.
I'm
my
a
mom.
burden.
All that.
Yeah, like,
all that, bro.
I'm
a
bill, man.
And I'm gonna have Edward come through
ring.
too. I got to get Edward down here.
My phone ring every day from somebody in the penitentiary needs.
Me too.
Bro.
Right.
Now they free. Oh man, you feel me? Like damn.
Yeah, but it's like it's really a fucked up feeling though, because sometimes, like not all the time, your mind being that, because you take in consideration where they at and stuff, and then it's like, but you not always in that mood to like uplift them at the moment or be there for them at the moment.
It's fucked up out here.
I kind of want to say
it can be draining too, though, because you know what I'm saying. They actually like say you just at an outing or you out of town and you doing and not even like that though, to be like
no like that like that
like you know
like that
you got to be on the phone for this time
you get them like
things, and it's like, you know, it's for their comfort though, you know, but at
y'all know I did it. I did it for down there 3 years, and I went on a motherfucking vacation.
So look,
and my squad was so mad. I was on the phone,
I was like
in and out.
Then at the end of the day, just to be like, you got $50, you can send right quick.
How and not to what's the name, but how hard is that shit? Because me personally, I'm a nigga that feel like, bro, if a dude got hella time and he got a woman out here, bro, don't expect her to just be faithful and not.
Did it come to a?
I'm not saying that's not possible though, and I'm not saying that you not like that.
It is possible. It is a lot of women that really are faithful to their man though, and it's a lot of women that it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a nigga like how he did me, or what a nigga would do. But it is a lot of women that really are faithful or whatnot. But at the same time, I was in it to win it. It didn't matter about the time, honestly. Like you don't see that. You just see like being there for the person that you love, and like you start thinking of your life. Like you start making your life of like, okay, so conjugal visits and like, you know what I'm saying? Like you like,
I can do this. I can do this.
Did your situation change after like the sentencing or whatever, or when did you kind of realize that it was like, all right, I need to transition away from this?
Well, okay, so excuse me, I'm eating my candy, but his family kind of was like during the sentencing time was saying little things and stuff like that. And I was just paying attention to little stuff. And then after the fact, it really like was hitting on me like, okay, they said 26 years. Like, I mean, sometimes get knocked off, you know what I'm saying? But as of right now, like all the stuff that you've been putting up with, are you willing to go forward with? Like, cause whether it's 5, 10, this is my life moving forward though. And I'm getting older. I'm not getting younger. You know what I'm saying? These ain't 20-year-old lives no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then as you get older, everybody in a sense want, no, I'm not gonna say men, but women in a sense, they want marriage now because a woman see the value of life different, especially when you start raising kids.
Do you want that?
Somewhere down the line, yeah. But it's not like, it's not a priority to me. Like, and I feel like it shouldn't make the bond more relevant because you put a ring on your finger. Like, we should have that understanding in that bond.
Right.
Just originally. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same standard you're held to with that ring, you should be able to be held to without it. We live together.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I probably could go the rest of life without a ring in marriage for real, as long as that bond is that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I put that stamp on it from that nigga that you in love with, like down the line, like bam, married.
I think that probably it is. That's probably what it is.
well, I believe all mothers' goal was marriage because you want to be some type of idol to your daughter. You want your daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like,
makes sense.
it's not a lot of, be real. Sons look up to their fathers. How many daughters look up to their mama? For real.
Damn.
My daughter do.
I think my girl would look up to her.
In today's time, but when
Maybe
we were
not.
coming up, how many women wanted to be like their mama?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm talking about when I'm talking, I'm speaking
Okay.
because my daughters want to be like me. I'm their idol.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
think I'm the coolest motherfucker walking. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Most time it's like a little
It-
thin line.
they didn't say-
Are we motherfuckers?
way-
Are we enemies?
Right.
Honest to God,
Right.
the way we raise us mothers and a lot of y'all that's our age, we raise different from our parents.
Yeah. Right.
We love a lot more and different and affectionate more because that's what we were neglected. We knew we loved them. That wasn't enough.
And like you
That
said,
we knew
the
they loved
trauma
us.
was passed down from our grandparents.
Yeah, but a lot of our generation is breaking that.
Yeah.
But theirs went on and on and on.
Right.
And we seen, and we like, nah, we even speak up. It was to
No.
the generations above us could never, it didn't matter how old you got, you couldn't put granny in her place.
Right.
Today,
Granny can
I
put
pay
toes
my
in.
bills, baby. You was wrong.
Yeah.
What you did wasn't right. The
That's
way
right.
you went about shit wasn't okay.
That's funny.
So shit never got checked.
My mama used to let
You know
me
what
be
I'm saying?
opinionated. That's why I'm so opinionated now.
Look.
She used to let me say
One question that I this is
That's right.
with your statement that you made about some girls don't, like, back then didn't want to be like their mother probably, right? So it was, the question was like, what's more toxic to a child's development, is a absent father or a toxic mother, right? So I was thinking like, damn, that's a crazy question because, you know what I mean, if the father isn't there,
All he got is his mom.
they got this toxic mom in the house. What's more impactful, this toxic mother or this absent father?
Well, I'm going to say this. I had an absent mom. My mom still today is on drugs. So we were taken from my mom. I was 4 years old when we was taken. So we are stair-step kids. That's me 4, my brother 3, my sister 2, and the other one about to be 1, only a couple of months. And that's Elise. So we were all taken from her or whatever. So moving forward, my grandma came and got custody of us. She lived in New York. My dad, mother, she came to get us so we didn't go in the system. Because my dad was in and out of prison, so they said he was an unfit father. He couldn't get custody of us. Yeah. So my grandma came and got custody. So with that being said, my mom wasn't in my life. And I believe if she was in my life, it would have fucked me up more, her being in my life, than her being absent. Like, I believe I'm a better mom from all the mistakes that she made when she was in my life, and then when she was absent, was a lot of times I used to like, when I get in trouble or get mad at my grandma, I'll be like, I wish I had my mama, I want my mama or whatever. But as I got older, she's reached out to me. Not too long, within the past 3 years. She's reached out to me, but my point is, what would be your value in my kid's life for them to meet you or know you? Or I would never trust you around them. You couldn't be like what a grandma figure is. I would never trust you without me being in a room around them. I don't know you like that. You know what I'm saying? You've been out my life my whole life. Like, so it's like, nah, you could just stay gone. You feel me? It's point. I'm grown now. You know what I'm saying? And you still where you was at when I was a baby. So what the fuck were we? What were we doing? You know what I'm saying? To me, my dad told me, oh, go talk to her, just see where it take you. But it's like, that's like inserting toxic in my life. Like, if she steal from me, if she do any wrong thing, it would set me back. You know what I'm saying?
So her absence was like kind of like better.
A blessing to me, because maybe, I don't know, maybe I would probably start doing drugs with her when I felt depression sometimes. You never know how it go. You know what I'm saying? You never know what influence she would have been on me.
Right.
Because one thing people fail to realize, and I'm going to say this because it also answers your a toxic mother or an absent father, a kid going to take a parent however they come.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Facts.
A mother could tell a kid she could beat a father down all day if she want to, but when he come through that door, what the kid gonna do?
Yeah, daddy.
That's gonna be the
best part of his
like
day.
A gift walked in the door.
Right.
I like how you broke that.
You get what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
So a kid don't care. Like, as long as you there,
Shit,
you can make all the
even as an
mistakes you
adult.
want. You cannot even have it.
Even as an adult.
You cannot even have it.
Right,
a kid could go to school every day and be sad. They ain't got no shoes, but they mama at home though.
Mom's at home.
And most of them miracle stories, kids that parents didn't have it. What was mom? Always at them games. Broke as a motherfucker, but she was at them games. She was there no matter what. She didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a kid don't care what you got or how fucked up you is. As long as you there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my biggest gripe with my pops, but I went to go, and that's my, like you said, how you, even now though, like I see my pops and still that little kid, like
that's my dad.
That's my nigga right here.
It's just something about it's just a different love in your heart for your parents that can't nobody take away. Like I said, you could beat a dad down all day, and that kid be behind it like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah.
Real shit.
You really can't say me about my parents. I love them to death.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not the most talkative in my mom's face or in nobody's face like that, but like I know, you feel me? Like my mom and my pops.
So even with the toxic, the kid would take that toxic over you being absent though. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I remember my mom, she had a boyfriend. It was like Christmas time. I was spoiled, so they got me all this stuff. And I'm like, I get in trouble. Like, I want to go with my dad. Like, you know what I mean? He like your dad ain't get you nothing for Christmas. He ain't get you no shoes or nothing. I'm like he throwing this as a little kid.
Why like nigga? So
but I'm like, nigga, that's my dad. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about this shit. Nigga,
I didn't tell you about something.
I'm trying to go to my dad. I don't care what y'all did, man.
But that's how you know.
Makes sense. Yeah.
9 times out of 10, a baby mama is bullshit, bitch. Let me get my kid, bro.
Yeah.
My kid want to come with me. If they had the opportunity, they would come with my broke ass, bitch.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I ain't got a pot to piss in, and I can't buy McDonald's, but I bet you they still want to come.
Still want to come with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And females hate that shit. They hate that.
They hate it.
They love their dad. Like, and that's what they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because a child love take you where? Look where I'm at today, because I could really be. A child love could take you let that dad have his kid, my nigga, because unfortunately, you couldn't make him grow up, but something about this kid may make him grow up. You know what I'm saying? But taking him away is a setback, because it's like, fuck life. What do I got to live for?
Real shit.
Then to make the kid think the dad don't care for him too.
And I'll tell anybody that both of my baby fathers, like, I don't have nothing for them, for real. But I really wish nothing but positive because the better men that they are, outcome my kids get. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like I never wish no bad on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a love my kids have for them that I can never replace. I wouldn't even try. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, that's some shit that can't nobody you can't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I would want my kids' fathers to be the best of them so my kids could get that best out of them. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Because if you're in your best mode, you can do that, give everybody else your best.
Shout out my son, man. He about to be 16 too.
Yeah.
Shout out Lil Dave, man. Lil Dave.
Run you over.
We gotta get them,
bro.
We gotta get them.
Run you over.
Think about that,
For his
man.
birthday.
Senior year, I already talked to him about it. Y'all need to come back senior year.
All right, we'll go through
From freshman to senior, boom.
We had our kids when they went going to the 9th grade. We had them on the pod. We just sat down. So senior year, we could do that.
Think about it. That's 4 years.
Niggas got mustaches.
They gotta think about the growth and all that.
The growth from that conversation. We could probably ask the same questions type, but you see the growth in just.
And it's 4 years.
They did their whole senior year.
We should.
Once
think about
every
that. That's
year.
4 years.
We were supposed to do it last year.
Come on, bro.
They both in 11th grade too. Shout out to Lil Day.
Bro, an attack though.
What you think about that, man?
I got
give him a chat.
I'm for it, but I told him, bro. I said, man,
they gotta be somewhere up here though.
Show me a little more.
They gotta be up here though.
Right.
Can't be done with it. Gotta be up here.
Because Eli, I seen you ask the question about your daughter. You was like kind of like putting it out there about her fingernails and all that, right?
So I just wanted people feedback because one thing, okay, you remember when we was young and my grandma raised me, so it was a lot of times that it was shit that I wanted to do or shit I wanted to wear, things I wanted to do, and it was always no because it was my mama didn't go for that or my grandma, we didn't do that. And it's like, God damn, times changed, lady. Fuck, that's why I wish I had my mama. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like I notice things change, but it drastically from when we were they age a whole lot.
You got no preteen clothes like that. It's grown up.
It's like like my son literally told me, like I asked him, like, you know, because we cooked together, and I asked him, like, you got anybody at school you like you know what I'm saying? It's cool. He like, no, but for real, and I'm like, no, you for real? I'm like, it's no girls. It's nobody you find attractive, a girl. He like, no. And I'm like, why? He like, they all wear makeup. It's like, they look stupid. I'm like, wait. I'm like, so everybody at school, he like, just about every girl wear makeup and lashes. And he like, no.
And on a pillow to him.
And I'm like, well, shit, that's cool. I mean,
like them natural.
That's understandable because that's all I preach is natural. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You don't want them.
That's just so your son ain't caught up in the hype.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what all I preach is more natural. You know what I'm saying? Like beauty and within yourself and confidence and you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but my daughter, she's 12 and she asked could she get her nails done last week. And usually it's just like a little polish. So I'm like, yeah. But her auntie was taking her. So she had her sister come back and ask like, no, she kind of wants some fake nails on there. So I'm like, I'm laying there, I was asleep. So I'm like, no, we don't do that. So I noticed when she went to school on Monday, I was going to meet her and her friends after school to pick her up or whatever. And I noticed they all had like their little nails done or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I double back and I'm like, is that why you wanted your nails done? Because your friends had their nails done. And she was like, no. I'm like, you could be honest. I'm like, it's things I used to want. Yeah, because other people had, like, I was like, oh, shit, that's tight. I want it. You know what I'm saying? Can I get that, dad or grandma? And I got it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but with certain ages, just limits to things because, you know what I'm saying? Some kids don't know how to, like, control having a little bit of something. And I don't want you to get out of, because I couldn't get my nails done until not even really in high school. Like,
take them out.
She's only in 7th grade. So I'm like, and theirs was kind of like a little medium, long, or whatever. But I second it just because so much times has changed. And I'm like, it doesn't necessarily mean that she would act grown or be grown.
Exactly.
Remember when we were coming up, everything was like, no, you ain't fit to act grown. You ain't fit to
be fast.
I bet you used to get them little nails off the ice cream truck.
Yeah, I let her do that on the weekends with her friends, though. She does that.
Yeah.
So, well, not ice cream truck, but Walgreens or something like that.
Used to be on an ice cream truck back in the day, though.
We did it.
Like, you want no ice cream? You get some nails? Give me some popsicles.
We used to do it at our little friends' little birthday sleepovers or whatever, but it's just like, but times change, though. And with this era, that wouldn't be, like, considered something that, oh, you grown or whatever. You know, back in the days, nails in middle school, that little, she's a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Your parents say that. You like,
fast.
Even like the thing, like I said, even with the tattoo thing, you know what I'm saying? You see all kind of kids now with
These little
tattoos
kids
because it's more accepted
Right.
now,
Right.
you know?
How old was you when you got your first tattoo?
17.
And what you say when little daddy asked you?
I mean, I consider it. You feel me? But I had those conversations like placement where you get it at, and I just blast it all right here and nothing like that. But that and but you know what I'm saying? He gotta like my big thing is, bro, accountability and responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So shit comes within those as we keep progressing and stuff like that. And
wait, where did you tell him he could get it?
I told him either his upper arm or maybe his leg, like his calf area.
So no neck, nothing like that.
Nah,
nothing.
nah,
yeah.
Nothing visible right now.
Nah, not right now. Nah, not right now. But even like now, even with jobs and shit like that, because that was the thing, right? You don't want to have no tats,
right?
You know,
jobs
change.
They don't even fuck.
Change.
They'll tell you to wear long sleeve before they take
No,
you
job, they tell you a visible tattoo.
Right, my
okay.
supervisor got more tats than me. She got shit on her neck.
Because that's what I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Back in the days, like in my 20s, like I was somebody who wanted my neck in my face. Like I was like, I wanted that so bad. But I also knew I want to do things outside of like the life that I was living. Like I also always worked though. Since 17, I've always had a job. You feel me? So I always played like I said, every negative, I always knew that. So even with everything in life, I always knew right from wrong. So I played the field a certain way. Like I never was a dummy, for real. But yeah. But now it's like all that means nothing. Like an officer will be arresting you and look like a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? Like you be looking at him like, motherfucker.
I seen one in LA with the 3 dots. I was
Yeah, the
like,
3.
Are you serious?
That's crazy.
Like,
That's crazy.
I remember I got my tattoo. I was like 17. My mom seen it. I was trying to.
16, 17.
Did you get it in high school?
I got it in high school. Yeah, and she was like, I had my shirt off in the house.
Oh,
I was about to leave the house. She walked in the door. She like, you better go wash that off. I'm like, all right, it ain't coming off. She was hot. I'm like, I'm sorry, mom, whatever, but y'all already got it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So she was, you know, it is what it is. I paid for it.
I paid for mine too.
I was like 17.
I didn't care. I was in high school too. I just went like, fuck it. I'm like, all she gonna do is like try to attack me and then it's gonna be over. Like I swear I used to just
you play it out.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it, I got 2 at one time. Fuck it.
Mine was right after high school, like the summer. Nigga had a job, fresh out of high school, working.
What a tap man at? What a tap man at? What a tap man at?
On everything. That's cool, man. But is there anything else you want to add to this episode? Any message you want to give out to the people? Any shout outs that you want to give?
The only thing that I want to add is like, for the youth, the younger people, like, we just need more people to be, like, stand up and be real and straightforward with them, like, for the simple fact that, like, a lot of them is running in the direction they is because they either looked up to somebody or they looking up to somebody who either, you know, once was wild or once was, you know, out there like that or whatnot. So it's like, just tell the truth. Like, don't nothing come with this shit for real no more. Like, back then you kind of had a little wiggle room, but for real, the way technology is set up, doorbell cameras, the way motherfuckers pull out their phones and record everything going on, you never know who the fuck watching or what. It's like, getting away with shit is slim to none.
Slim to none.
You know what I'm saying? For real. Or even like a motherfucker can't even trust these motherfuckers out here no more because somewhere down the line, you never know when a motherfucker what they gonna get into and pull you in. Like you never know. Like so, it's like at the end of the day, like keep it real with them because it's fucked up out here to see like your older homies or your homies in general, kids dying or you know falling victim to this shit. Like when you know like 9 times out of 10, anything in this bullshit that they pursuing is gonna be failure. That's the only result in it is failure. And most of the stand up motherfuckers that's gonna really change their perspective on this shit is the ones that got a name. They gonna have to step up and I feel like, oh, they weak or they look like a bitch or they on some punk shit because in all reality, if you got a name for yourself, your name speak for itself, whether the hood behind you or not. You know what I'm saying? Your name stands for what it stands for. You know what I'm saying? So a motherfucker, no matter how you move or how you switch it up, motherfucker can't call you a bitch or a buster. You know what I'm saying? So keep it real with them, like, especially if you're not out here playing the field no more or whatever. Like, how you say you got love for these little motherfuckers if you convincing them to go be on this bullshit or this what they should be on when you know it ain't no survival in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a nigga came in it out of love and loyalty, and that don't exist in it no more. So a motherfucker don't feel comfortable seeing these kids falling victim, like when you know you got some type of what am I looking for? Some type of
Like love,
Vision.
no, like I'm gonna come back to that or whatever, but anyway, a lot of people can change this shit up, like or whatever, if they want to. But my thing about it is, if you want to change this shit up, at the end of the day, like if you not on no bullshit, then you shouldn't be convinced nobody to be on no bullshit out of your pain, out of your hurt, out of your anger. You know what I'm saying? Like if you not out here on that every day, then you not in that stage of pain and hurt no more. You mad. You know what I'm saying? That's where you at with it. So I feel like out of love and respect for those that's gone, have love for these kids and like try to steer them in the right way or whatever because we have control of that. A lot of us do. So it's just as easy said as done.
Right.
For real, for real. So
My last question: can you envision peace in Compton?
mm,
Just we got like 3 minutes, but like, can you envision that us? Because we kind of like grew up in the same era, right? Can you envision that? Like, cause I feel like a lot of changes is going on right now, but can you see that? And in a sentence or two, how can that happen?
mm. That's gonna be a big step. It's gonna take a whole lot. It's gonna take a whole lot for that to be a change because blood, sweat, and tears, real facts. So you gotta take in consideration about how the people that got all they life taken away for this, like we talking about that still alive in jail and
I was talking to my
doing
brother,
life.
my cousin about that. Not to even cut you off.
Nah,
Go
I'm
ahead,
just
go ahead.
saying, like, they feelings about it, like, because you got to get an understanding with them too, because now they gonna be feeling betrayed and forgot about, and motherfuckers said fuck them, and at one point when it counted, they laid their life down for
That was
it.
the one.
So it's like gotta take them into consideration or whatever. Like it has to be literally a whole movement, like, and everybody got to be on the same page.
The ones at the end of the day, the ones that's not with it just got to get moved out the way. That's just how it's gonna
In
have to go.
Compton, it's a
If
lot of
if you
hurt
want
and
peace.
pain out there.
It's a lot of hurt. I know you personally lost. I mean, we all lost somebody, but you personally lost a lot of
Yeah, in
several
Compton, it's
people.
a lot of hurt and pain. So you're gonna have to get all the people that making a noise to be on the same page. Like if the people that's making the noise ain't on the same page, then you ain't gonna get nowhere. people that's making the noise got to be on the same page. And I said and I saw. So, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like I said, the new babies coming up, they don't really know why. They don't really know why.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all know what it is, man. Eli, y'all can follow Eli at the Book of Eli on Instagram for sure. Y'all make sure y'all follow the Dad Podcast down in Diligent. We gonna keep bringing it. Subscribe on YouTube.
Eli will be back. She coming back too.
Coming back a lot of times.
Coming back
Sure.
with some more. Appreciate you coming through, Eli.
Love y'all.
I'm down and diligent.